It's week 3 of the National Football League. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Thunderbirds and the Antlers. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Argentinians, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 11 carries, 73 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. A give to Pollard, running left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Elliott is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Huntley off of play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Brown goes in motion left. Here's Herbert. That's to the former Cardinal and Raven. It's Hollywood Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Throw left side to Kincaid. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Antlers add 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you look at this defense,
they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football.
here is 3rd and quite a ways.
As they've got it as we resume action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dorrance Armstrong providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
A short throw to Musgrave.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Drops this underneath for Pollard.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. In motion, the tight end. Herbert. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
2 yards on the pickup there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Huntley looks to throw.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
2nd down and 4. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Huntley.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw here, Huntley.
That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Huntley.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Huntley.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostle.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Joshua Kelly.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Thunderbirds are back within a score.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 13-7. A 10-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And the Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. In motion left comes Brown.
Now Howell.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
In motion goes the tight end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll accept that penalty.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Now Huntley. This will go to Henry out wide.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Huntley working from the gun. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 2. Howell out of the shotgun.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
That is incomplete.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week 3 of the new year. We'll get started out in the Sooner state of Oklahoma, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kyron Williams, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half,
Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Mario Edwards from his in spot able to push in there and drop him behind the line. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive.
Huntley.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Devin Lloyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Back to throw. Huntley.
They set up the screen for Henry.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Agnew now to return.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
Powell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marquise Brown, 41 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that flag accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Out of the gun, Huntley.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And on now is the punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Quick slant to Brown. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Slant route, and he's got Addison. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Pollard will take it up the gut, shedding through the defense. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Touchdown! Jordan Addison. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Antlers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Huntley on the slant, completes to Sutton. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Huntley. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking and finding Shepard on the crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. A solid stiff arm. Now a second stiff arm. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. Down inside the 40.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Herbert off of play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chuck Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Huntley looks to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They go play action with Huntley.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
To throw, Huntley.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 16.
Looking to throw here, Huntley.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They're going for it. Huntley.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The tackle by Eric Armstead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now he's flushed out right. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Pollard one more time.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Antlers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the right.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Huntley.
That escapes the... And the pressure gets to him again.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Buenos Aires,
they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.